Hi guys, Dinesh here again. In this video, we'll be flying the British Airways Flight 386 from London Heathrow to Manchester Airport. So I've recently joined this virtual airlines by British Airways. So in this, you can act as a virtual pilot. That means you will be getting your flight hours, and every parameter of your flight will be monitored by a software. So you can basically log your flying hours over here in this British Airways virtual flight, and so yeah, we'll be flying from Manchester. And so you can see the cockpit is totally cold and dark over here. It's totally switched off. So I'll just take a few minutes to give you an idea. This is the Merlin software, which is for all the British Airways virtual pilots. So here all your information, basically the first thing is that you need to book your flight. So I've booked this flight. This is from London Heathrow to Manchester. Our alternate is Echo Golf Papa, and airframe will be A320. We'll be flying the A320, and our flight level will be flight level 180 for cruising. Now this is our flight plan over here. Now I've actually made a company route. So basically, instead of entering the whole, yeah. So instead of entering the whole flight plan over here, I'll be just entering the company route over here, the name of the company route. So all the waypoints and all the departure procedures will already be entered in the flight plan, in the MCDU, sorry. Yeah. So अब हम क्या करेंगे? We'll just press this button over here to confirm my flight. And we'll see the next page over here, which is this page. So पहली बात तो यहाँ हम we'll set the time as 0900, which is 5 minutes to departure, right? अभी 5 minutes में हमारा इतना हो नहीं पाएगा, तो we'll do it after some time. तो पहले we'll get into the cockpit over here. I'll tell you the basics of how to start this airplane. So the first thing to do over here is we'll go on to the overhead panel. So this is the overhead panel over here. We'll go to the overhead panel. Yeah. So this is your external power over here. We'll use the external power, and subsequently we'll start the APU master switch. And after 3 seconds, we'll start the APU and also the APU bleed. Also, the batteries need to be turned on. Yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, now we'll go into to this view over here. Yeah, all right. So we'll go into the MCDU right now. MCDU aa chuka hai. Yeah, MCDU is there. Alright, so before doing the MCDU, we need to go to the overhead panel again. Sorry, we'll go to the overhead panel, and we'll switch on our ADIRs. So these are the ADIRs. So this is your inertial navigation system. This is the whole part which is required for navigating through air. And so we'll turn them to nav, all 3 of them. And that's it. We'll turn on our radios. Radios will be turned on over here like this. Now we'll go into the MCDU, most important part. MCDU खोलते हैं. इसमें we'll check that our active nav data is the most recent one. So this is the 2020 version, which is okay. So we'll just clear this, and we'll go to the initialization page. Now, as I told you, I've already made a company route for this. So all I need to do is enter the company route over here, and all the information will be filled. But if you want to do it the other way, you need to enter your from and to destination over here, your flight number, and then you'll go into the flight plan page. You will enter your runway, your SIDS, your stars. Everything need to be done manually. So to save time, I've basically made a company route over here, which is Echo Golf Lima, which is London Heathrow, and we are going to Echo Golf Charlie, and this is the first route, so this is 01. So you will enter the company route over here, and you can see it's all of the information is entered over here. We'll align the IRS over here. Flight number for today is Speedbird. So the call sign for British Airways is Speedbird. So we will not call it BAW or Bravo Alpha Whiskey. It's called Speedbird. So it will be Speedbird 368 is our call sign. Cost index we'll enter it as 20. So cost index होता क्या है? Cost index is basically you can think of it as time by fuel. तो अगर cost index ज़्यादा है मतलब your company prefers to save more time than fuel, और अगर cost index कम है मतलब fuel efficiency is more important than time. So this is a company thing, and then you next have your cruising altitude. Cruising altitude will be 180, flight level 180, 18,000 feet. You can see all our waypoints are entered over here already. Company route से था वो इसलिए. Distance will be 144 nautical miles. Now we'll enter the fuel over here. We'll go to this part over here, and we will enter the load and fuel. All our passengers are 100. Okay, cargo is 0. Fuel for today will be, I've calculated the fuel over here. The fuel for today will be 6.1 we can take it, sorry, 6.1 tons. So we'll enter it over here, 6.1 tons. We'll load it instantly. अभी उतना time नहीं है. So yeah, passengers are 100 out of 180. Our cargo is 0. Our fuel is 6.09. All right. We'll just increase our brightness. Screen की brightness थोड़ी बढ़ा देते हैं यहाँ पे. Yep, that's okay. And also the ECAMs over here. ECAMs की भी brightness will increase it so that it's about visible. Yeah. So over here our IRS is not yet aligned. It will take some time. IRS अभी align नहीं हुआ है. All right, no problem. So till then we'll go to our performance page over here. Performance में the good thing about Aerosoft A320 is that if you enter the flap settings over here, it will automatically enter all the V speeds over here like this. Alright, transition is 6,000. Also we are going to use VATSIM for today. So I've filed the plan over here, the flight plan over here. So we'll connect. We are Speedbird 631. Connect VATSIM. I hope कोई ATC हो आज, प्लीज हो जाओ. Manchester है. Alright, we have ground over here. Ground है. Alright, कुछ तो है. Ground है. Alright, we have tower also. चलो ठीक है, बढ़िया. So the next thing to do over here is frequencies से पहले हम देखेंगे ATIS. So what is ATIS? ATIS is basically your automatic terminal information service. So basically you'll get an information like this. This is your ATIS. It will give you your information, which is information kilo. So basically all this information keeps on changing. So at this point of time the information is information kilo. तो लेगा अभी थोड़ा टाइम के बाद हो जाएगा information Juliet. So it will move on alphabetically. So this is the information. Time 1020 Zulu, automatic, arrival runway 09 left, departure is 09 right. We just check it's 09 right is departure, so we'll just change it. Departure will be 09 right. Insert it. Alright, we'll just have a look at our flight plan over here. Yeah, that looks perfect. QNH क्या है आज का? QNH से पहले transition level is 7,000. So we'll enter 7,000 over here. 7,000 and बाकी सब ठीक है यहाँ पे. So if it's wind 0 to 0 degrees 6 knots, all right, ये सब ठीक है. Temperature is okay. QNH, yeah, QNH is important. QNH is 1020. I'll also write it down. QNH is 1020. तो QNH हम डालेंगे यहाँ पे. This is your QNH or pressure settings. QNH is 1020. And this has to be in dash dot. Alright, we can open our, we can switch on our navigational and logo light. Also our seatbelt signs. Alright, so yeah, it was pretty much done. We'll go into VATSIM over here and ATC हो गया हमारा. ATC देख लिया हमने. Information kilo भी लिख लेता हूँ मैं. Information is kilo. So he says acknowledge receipt of information kilo and report aircraft type and current QNH on first contact with Heathrow. Alright, तो हमें first contact around Heathrow पे हमें aircraft type which is A320 and current QNH which is 1020 बताना है. Alright. So ground पे हमें जाना पड़ेगा. So basically the first thing to do over here is actual में since अभी ground है नहीं हमारे पास, तो we'll go on to the since हमारे पास अभी delivery है नहीं, तो we'll go on to the ground. But actually क्या होता है कि when you're at the stands, you will go on to your delivery frequency. So delivery में we will basically ask them your clearance. So you'll ask, we are at stand this, we have इतने passengers on board, security clearance is done, and you will say that we are going from Heathrow to Manchester. And so basically after that the delivery guy will tell you your SID, your SID that you're gonna use, standard instrument departure जो आप use करने वाले हो, and QNH सब देगा. So वो होता है delivery में. delivery है नहीं हमारे पास, so we'll go to the ground right now directly. Ground is EGLL ground, which is 121.7. Alright, so we'll enter it over here. 121.7. Yeah, you're on the frequency, you're on the ground frequency. Also, Aerosoft A320 has a good feature over here which is of checklist. So I can actually get a co-pilot over here. Let's see, this is actually interesting. We'll start with the cockpit preparation.
Cockpit preparation checklist.
Batteries.
Speedbird 658 ready for takeoff.
Electrical power.
Speedbird 658 taxi by Yankee right Alpha hold dash
And just switch this off for a second.
Check normal.
Landing gear lever.
Checked.
Parking brake.
Off.
Flaps.
Check position.
Speed brake lever.
Check retracted.
Thrust levers.
Idle.
Transponder mode.
Checked standby.
Radio control panel.
On.
ECAM recall.
Checked.
Anti-skid.
On.
Flight director.
On.
Emergency lights.
Set.
No smoking signs.
On. Off.
Probe window heat.
Auto.
Air condition.
Checked.
Ventilation panel.
Is checked.
Electric panel.
Checked.
Fuel pumps.
So these are fuel pumps over here.
Set
Switching it on.
Hydraulics.
Is checked.
Acubrake pressure.
Set.
Ground proximity warning system.
On.
Electronic flight control system.
On.
Adheres.
Checked.
Emergency equipment.
Is checked.
Checklist complete.
Alright, so we are done with the checklist over here, and इसके बाद he's saying us to close the doors. So alright, doors बंद कर देते हैं, कोई problem नहीं. Doors are closed. So our main door is closed, all doors are closed. So जो हमें पावर जो जैसे मैंने स्टार्ट किया था एयरप्लेन विद द ग्राउंड पावर, सो दिस इज द ग्राउंड पावर इक्विपमेंट. इससे We get the initial power to start the airplane.
Disconnected and off.
Cabin signs.
On.
Cabin signs are
Thrust levers.
Idle.
here.
Parking brake.
Set on.
Parking brake
Forward
is set.
reference.
Set. 1013.
1013. Check. Beacon lights.
भाई मुझे
Set
चाहिए नहीं
on.
1013,
Complete.
मुझे 1020 चाहिए. Alright, so MCDU select. Okay, without pushback चाहिए हमें. Without pushback हम खुद कर लेंगे. Pushback इनका नहीं चाहिए हमें. Alright, so इससे पहले हम we'll contact the ATC over here. We'll contact the ground for clearance. So कहाँ गया? Yeah. So we are on the frequency. We are on. So this is the active frequency. This is standby frequency. So active is currently 121.7, which is the ground frequency of Heathrow. So 121.7 पे है अभी हम. So we'll ask the ground for clearance. Heathrow ground speedbird 386. How do you read?
Speedbird 631, Heathrow ground. I did not hear anything from you.
Oh, okay. Sorry. मैंने गलती से यहाँ पे अपना नंबर कर लिख दिया है. We are speedbird 386. या तभी मैं सोचूं यार ये गलत क्यों बता रहा है नंबर. All right, one more try.
A few moments later.
Heathrow ground speedbird 386. How do you read?
Hi, Speedbird 386. Welcome to Heathrow. I can hear you now clearly.
Thank God. Heathrow ground speedbird 386 requesting clearance to Manchester. We have information kilo.
Speedbird 386 clear to Manchester. Ubit 1 Juliet departure. Squawk 4747.
Speedbird 386 clear to Manchester via 1 Juliet departure. Squawk 4747.
Speedbird 866. Report. Can you report your stand number, please?
Stand number 332. Speedbird 386.
Thank you.
Alright, so guys,
Unami 1340, we're turning right onto Lima right now. I'm requesting stand 420.
alright guys, so we are done with the clearance right now. We need to enter a squawk right now. Squawk है हमारा 4747.
Ugami 1240, can you confirm your stand number?
Squawk is
Request.
4747, right.
Stand 420, terminal 4.
Squawk is done. Stand number is 332. Okay. And now we can ask for push and start. So we'll contact ground again for push and start.
Lufthansa 903, radio check.
Look, Dr. 903, hello. After you hit the ground, we busy. 5, break. You Ugami 1240, continue taxi to hold short, Lima 1.
Continue taxi hold short Lima 1, Unami 1340. Lufthansa 903, we will right.
So जब तक इनकी बात हो रही होती है, we'll just look at the chart over here. So this is the ground chart. This is the airport chart. And so we are somewhere over here. We are at wire 5. So we are over here. Wire 5 पे we are somewhere over here. 332 gate 332.
Look, Dr.
So
903,
basically we need to go
clear
from here to runway 09 right, which is this over here. So we need to go to this point. Alright, let's see क्या रूट मिलता है.
Lufthansa 903 heard by the D21 Juliet departure 09 right, squawk 7215.
Lufthansa 903, correct.
Lufthansa 903, roger.
Heathrow ground, speedbird 386 requesting push and start.
Hold in short to Echo.
Speedbird A39 Romeo, continue taxi on Alpha, stand 506.
Taxi Alpha, stand 506. Speedbird 839 Romeo.
Speedbird 386, are you ready to push and start?
Ready for push and start, speedbird 386.
Speedbird 386, push and start approved.
Push and start approved for speedbird 386.
Heathrow ground, good day.
So now you're ready for push and start.
Press
2.
Requesting
Flight deck to
clearance
ground.
to Amsterdam. We have information Lima QNH 1020 and we're in at 737-700.
Push and start is approved right now. Initial altitude कुछ मिला है नहीं अभी. So we'll go via the SID to 7000.
But with parking to left, departure, squawk 7024.
Ready when you are.
Okay.
We're clear to Amsterdam via the BPK.
Right, everything looks fine.
Somewhat. You know what? I couldn't hear that departure, but the squawk was 7224. Could you say the departure again for me, please?
There you go.
We'll be starting the engine number 2.
Thank you, Mike.
Engine 2 is stabilized.
Starting engine 2.
Actually, first you're supposed to get this knob to ignition.
You got me.
So you turn this knob to ignition and then move this lever up.
Put decimal 5 for you, requesting.
So engine 2 is starting.
48.5 for the
And we'll start the engine number 1 also.
Starting number 1.
Looks good. We'll stop the pushback right now. Parking brake is on. Let our engine stabilize. So let's see, the taxi route that we might get over here is here, so we might get Bravo, Echo, and maybe Alpha, or maybe Bravo. Let's see.
Engine 1 is stabilized. That's a good start on both engines. All systems are normal. Thanks for your help and all clear. We'll see you for the signal on the right, please.
So basically the co-pilot is now talking to the
Good start. All clear signal. See you
ground
on the right.
controller. Sorry, not the ground controller, the tow guy. After start checklist story अभी.
Selector.
Set.
APU bleed.
APU bleed is this over here.
Set off.
APU master.
APU master is also off.
Set off.
Ground spoilers.
Ground spoilers is over here.
Set.
Set.
Rudder trim.
Rudder trim is
Check
0.
0.
Pitch trim.
Pitch trim is also 0. No, pitch trim is set. Pitch trim for today is up 0.8. We'll just do a flight control check over here. For left.
For left. For right. Neutral.
Speedbird 279
Full up.
clear to San Jose.
Full down.
Speedbird 1 jet departure.
Neutral.
Squawk 77.
Rudders.
67.
For left.
Clear to San
Right.
Jose by the 1 Juliet departure, squawk 7767, Speedbird
Flaps will be 2.
Speedbird 279 correct.
Flaps 2.
Beacon door page.
Checked.
Hand signal.
Received.
Checklist complete.
Alright, now we can ask for the taxi. So yeah, frequency is same, 121.7. We'll ask for taxi. Heathrow ground, Speedbird 386 requesting taxi.
Speedbird 386, standby.
Roger.
3 weeks later. 6 months later.
Speedbird 386, taxi via Bravo, left Foxtrot, right Alpha, hold short Hawker.
Speedbird 386 taxi via Bravo, Foxtrot Alpha, Holstart Horka, Speedbird 386. Alright, so our route for today is we're gonna go from Bravo, left on Foxtrot, Foxtrot like this, and we'll go right on Alpha, and we'll hold short over here at Horka. Alright.
Good evening, the Ganza 932 with
We'll initiate a taxi.
Look up at 932, continue left on Echo, left Alpha, hold short, beam, Kilo 1 from you for now.
So we're currently on Bravo, taxi with Bravo.
Continue left on Alpha, hold short Kilo of Ganza 932.
We'll increase the power a bit.
Good day, Speedbird, Tango 3 November, requesting taxi to stand 596.
Speedbird Tango 3, remember, I was told your request is stand 224, is that correct?
Set on.
So
Sorry that
we're supposed to go left
ground
on
was
Foxtrot.
confusion. My chart was upside down, so I thought that was on the other side of the runway. Can you please give me a stand 596?
Response to line 03.
Check 0.
Oh,
Check.
Look up at 903, standby.
Max.
Takeoff data.
come to 903, yeah, let's stop by text.
So we are on Bravo, we'll take a
Check.
left on Foxtrot.
TO config.
Set.
Checklist complete.
Heathrow ground, Unami 1240, it appears we took a wrong left turn. Could we do a 180 to link 41 and
Yeah, you got it, 124, that's okay, make a new turn.
The taxiway is too narrow to make a U-turn. Could we do the link 41 and 0?
So whenever you are on the ground, you will always contact the ground controller. And जैसे हम लोग holding short holding point पे पहुंच जाएंगे, we'll contact the tower.
Echo 1 for now.
Just have a look. We are at Foxtrot and
Speedbird 279,
we need to go slightly left.
Speedbird 279, pushing south, approved face south.
Pushing side approved, face south. Speedbird 279er.
KLM, so that's at 932, call short, Echo 1.
Heathrow ground, thank you much for the film. I'm disconnected from the VATSIM network. Bye-bye.
Last station, call it. Heathrow ground, say again.
Heathrow ground, Speedbird Tango 3 November, I'm disconnected from the VATSIM network. Thanks so much for your attitude. Bye.
Okay,
We are currently on Foxtrot and we need to take a right onto Alpha. Alright.
Speedbird 654 Charlie, radio check.
So you can see over here, these markings over here, Foxtrot. They're at Foxtrot right now.
Great,
And it says that
we are at stand 535 with Lima on
that
board.
Alpha is
and we're in an
ahead of us, so we'll take a right onto Alpha.
Speedbird 654 Charlie, clear to Corfu, depth limit 1, jet departure, squawk 0315.
Clear to Corfu, Detling 1, Juliet departure, squawk 0315. Feedback 654 Charlie.
Speedbird 654 Charlie, read back correct.
Good afternoon, E-Program, Speedbird 147 with you at stand 511. We're Airbus A320 and we have information Lima requesting IFR clearance to Amman.
Alright, so we are on Alpha, Delta side में आएंगे, Delta के बाद वाला जो है Horka will need to hold short over there.
Speedbird 147 clear destination, one jet departure, squawk 7606.
Clear to Amman at 5 via the Jetlin 1 Juliet departure, squawking 7606, Speedbird 147.
Speedbird 147 correct. Look after 932, continue left on Bravo and
Let's see Hawker कहाँ पे है? Hawker is over here.
238.
Alright.
Continue left on Bravo, then on Kilo, stand 238, Lufthansa 932.
Speedbird 380, contact tower 118.5, bye bye.
118.5 for Speedbird 386, bye bye. So he just told me to contact tower on 118.6.
Could we go to link 41 and 0?
Lugani
118.5, sorry.
Yeah,
5.
and you are okay, taxi stand 420.
We need to taxi through link 41 and 0, we can't do a U-turn.
118.5.
We took a wrong turn.
You got me 1240, so make a U-turn and then taxi on to Victor for stand 420.
So as you can see, we are currently at Alpha, and this is the Horka holding point. We'll hold over there. We'll just do our checklist before takeoff.
Flight attendants, seats for takeoff. Before takeoff checklist.
Brake temperature.
Checked.
Brake fans.
Off.
Engine mode selector.
Checked normal.
TCAS.
TARA, tilt above.
Exterior lights.
Set on.
Sliding tables.
Stowed.
Stowed. Checklist complete.
I just asked the tower for I just asked the tower that we are I'll just tell the tower that we are at Horka, holding short at Horka. Heathrow Tower, Speedbird 386, holding short Horka.
Speedbird 386, flying November Bravo 8, runway 09 right, clear takeoff, Cessna 0403, 6 knots.
Do it, Tango 65, runway vacated.
November Bravo 8, cleared for takeoff, runway 09 right, Speedbird 386.
Jet 65, welcome to Heathrow, taxi second left onto Bravo, hold short of link 11.
So this is
Taxi second
November
left
Bravo
on
8.
Bravo, then hold short of link 11.
And we are cleared for takeoff. We'll on the auto thrust over here.
Jet 65, contact ground 121.7, good afternoon.
Contact ground, please say again the frequency again.
121.7.
So this is 09 right,
Ground on 121.7.
and we are cleared for takeoff. Set 50% thrust and
Takeoff. Man, flex, SRS and runway.
Check. Power set. Knots.
Checked.
Speed 1.
navigation.
Check.
I'm currently hand flying the plane. In a while I'll be arming the autopilot. So this is the flight director over here, the two lines that you see. I just need to follow that line.
Gears up, lights off.
Flaps 1.
We'll set the lever to climb and
Climb thrust.
autopilot 1.
Autopilot on.
Let's see इसके बाद.
Seabird 386, contact London Control on 127.1. Have a nice flight. Good afternoon.
127.1 for speedbird 386. Good day. Going to contact 127.1.
Engine mode selector.
Check normal.
127.
Spoilers.
Disarmed.
Flaps.
Decimal 1.
Check retracted.
Landing gear.
Gear up. Lights off.
Exterior lights.
Set off.
In real life actually this time approach frequency भी हम जाते हैं, but since the approach is not there right now, we will be contacting the control.
Roslow.
London Control, speedbird 386 passing 3,400.
And the other station calling before that.
London Control, speedbird 386 passing 4,800.
To 386, hello London Control, Roger, just confirm you're flying the ALTIB 1 Juliet departure.
Affirm, flying the ALTIB 1 Juliet departure.
Speedbird 386, Roger, maintain altitude 6,000 feet on reaching.
Maintain 6,000, speedbird 386. Oops.
London, hello, Speedbird 831 Delta, flight level 350. Speedbird 831 Delta, hello London Control, Willow 3 Bravo for runway 26 left. Willow 3 Bravo, 26 left, thank you, Speedbird 831 Delta. Fraction A Decker, you left my airspace, switch to Unicom now 122.
These are waypoints over here, we are supposed to travel via these waypoints and
EG-148 requesting clearance to
so nothing much to do right now. We'll be climbing at the as and when the ATC tells us to do.
120625.
You can also see the traffic over here. This is an airplane near us.
Speedbird 831 Delta, when ready, descend flight level 150, be level by Kidley. And 150 and level Kidley when ready, Speedbird 831 Delta.
Apologies, I won't be able to talk much because I'll have to monitor the ATC also. So as I was telling, this is the aircraft which is near to you, which is at 2,000 feet above your altitude.
Bristol 1 Charlie, Bristol landing 09, 7 Air 2 Charlie 8.
In a while he'll probably tell us to climb.
Speedbird 386, climb now, flight level 180.
Flight level 180 for speedbird 386.
KLM 40,
climb to flight level
London 129.425, goodbye. 129.
Flight level 180. Started a climb. Now in this thing, was blinking over here. That means that you need to set the standard setting over here. Standard QNH, which is 1013.25 hectopascals. So this is actually our final altitude, 18,000 feet. So we are going direct to it. and at about 10,000 feet we'll switch off the landing lights, and as soon as we reach our cruising altitude we'll switch off our seatbelt lights also.
Passing 10,000 feet.
Lights off.
Off.
There's not much to do after this. I'll see you after we are approaching our top of descent. Welcome back, guys. Currently we are cruising at flight level 180, and in about 30 miles we'll be approaching the top of descent, which can be seen by this arrow over here, arrow that's bent down. So that is our top of descent. We'll start our descent from this point. Till then I'll just show you the basic pages, the pages over here in the eCam. Let me just...
On control, hello, KLM-16 Takeoff, passing 4,700 for 5,000.
So these are the pages. Since you are in the cruise mode, so the cruise page will be shown. This is the engine page. The fuel used is 510 kgs from engine number 1, 520 from engine number 1 and 2. Oil quantity is given over here, 15 psi. Pressure is given over here, temperatures N1 and N2 is given, and this is your bleed page over here. You can see our total air temperature. So total air temperature is the temperature that is of your surrounding air, but that is close to your airplane. So your static air temperature over here, SAT, is the temperature which is unaffected by your airplane, क्योंकि जब आपके एयरप्लेन से टच होके यहाँ पे है बाहर वाली हवा तो वो हीट हो जाती थोड़ी. So that is why your TAT is -3 and your SAT is -20. SAT is very cold. It's -20 and TAT is थोड़ा hot because it is the air that is near the aircraft. IS is International Standard Atmosphere Temperature. Yeah, and you have your gross weight over here, 54.7 tons.
702 Charlie Hotel, when ready.
This is your pressure page. This is your cabin pressure. So this is your delta P, is your differential pressure. The pressure difference between your cabin and the atmosphere is your differential pressure. This is your electric, hydraulics. So in the Airbus 320 we have 3 hydraulics, green, blue and yellow. So different hydraulics have different set of functions basically. So like one hydraulic system may power the flaps, the slats, landing gear, right? The other can control the rudder, etc. Right, so different different hydraulics have different sets of equipments that they control. And this is the reservoir level, the hydraulic level over here. So as you can see, this is in the green range over here. We have a green में थोड़ा कम है hydraulic fluid, but in this and this it's okay. So if it's in your orange range over here, that means it's a critical thing, it's very low. And if it's in the green range, it's perfectly fine. See your fuel page over here. So fuel in the middle tank is 0, on your wings are itna, inner tanks and outer tanks is itna. Temperature is also given. Your fuel flow is 49 kilograms per minute. Fuel on board currently is 4920 kilograms. This is your APO, auxiliary power unit. It's not running right now. So conditioning. So basically your air conditioning is controlled with this. So if I want to cool down the cockpit, I'll just turn it like this, forward cabin and the aft cabin. So if I have, and also this is the backflow is used for like for example, if you have less passengers, you'll turn it to low. If you have normal amount of passengers, there's a number to it. I'm not remembering the number. And if you have a full load, then you'll check the high settings over here. This is your door page, simple. The wheel page, wheels are all up. So flight control page, so this is your ailerons. So when the aileron moves, this arrow goes up, this arrow goes down, and vice versa. And the pitch trim, this arrow, these two arrows go up and down, and this is your rudder, left and right. Yeah, all right. Status, everything is normal. All right. So descent preparation will start in 2 miles.
Okay, direct Kidley, easy 38 from Bravo.
Descent preparation
proceed direct to Westcott, Whiskey Charlie.
Descent preparation has started, so we are approaching on top of descent over here. We'll just check एक बार के EGCC Manchester में, which is the active runway.
Challex 5 Romeo Bravo, contact London 129-425.
So you can see the QNH is 1022. I'll just write it down. 1022.
Cathay 251, descent flight level
Wind temperature is +2 degrees.
Cathay 251, sorry.
And
Cathay 251, descent flight level 160.
Transition level is 6000.
Cathay 251.
Surface winds 4 knots. Surface winds are variable 4 knots.
2 Charlie Hotel, contact London 129.
Arrival runway is 05 right.
129-425, 702 Charlie Hotel. Thank you very much, Chris.
I'll just enter it over here. We'll go to the next page over here. Next page. QNH is 1022 for our arrival airport Manchester.
Easy 2 discretion, speedbird 279, climb flight level 3.
Temperature is +2.
Speedbird 279.
Winds are 4 knots, variable. Sorry. Variable 4 knots. Transition altitude is 6000 for Manchester. Yeah. And alright. We'll start a descent right now. We'll ask, probably he'll be giving us a descent in a few minutes. So runway is 05 right.
Speedbird 386 when ready, descend to flight level 90.
Descent to flight level 90 when ready, speedbird 386.
DC-63 Delta when ready, descend to flight level 90, be level by Bombington.
We're supposed to do descent to 9000 feet when ready, so we'll start our descent right now.
Initiating descent.
Descent has started.
Radar tilt.
Engine levels are going down.
Set below.
Arrival will be arriving at runway 05 right.
Easy 38 Uniform Bravo, plan to cross Kidley.
Via
Easy 38 Uniform Bravo, plan to
Dane
cross
to
Kidley.
Alpha arrival.
Dane to report
Alpha.
ready to descend.
Okay, Kidley 150 local, thanks a lot. Easy 38 Uniform Bravo.
Yeah, Dane to Alpha arrival. Alright. Just clear this out. That looks fine. We'll just take it in the flight. The plan mode over here.
Easy 38 Uniform Bravo, roger, descend flight level 290.
That looks perfect.
Descend 290 on my way there and 38 Uniform Bravo.
Comjet 2 X-ray Bravo, contact London 129-425, goodbye.
Let's see the next frequency that we're supposed to change to. It'll probably be approach, which is 1.575.
G'day, London Control. This is EP148 passing through 4,600.
This is our ECARS live data. British Airways Virtual Airlines.
No problems.
So basically all our information about our flight is given to them. This is called a PIREP. Pilot report. So after after landing, as soon as my brakes are on and my parking brakes are on and my engines are off, it'll automatically send the information to the BA virtual server.
Maintain 6,000, EP148.
EG41 Quebec Golf, climb flight level 310.
Climb level 310.
I'll just add some flaps over here. Sorry, for some spoilers over here. So we're supposed to reduce speed.
Speedbird 386, contact Manchester radar 118575. Goodbye.
Manchester radar on 118.575 for Speedbird 386.
Cathay 251, contact London 129425. Goodbye.
129.45, thanks for brilliant.
Contact the approach over here, radar. Manchester radar, Speedbird 386, passing 10,400 for 9,000.
386 Manchester radar, hello, it's vectoring for now, let's approach runway 05 right, descend flight level 70 and leave Dane heading 250 degrees.
Runway 05 right, let's descend to 7,000, leave Dane at 2,000 at 250, Speedbird 386.
On.
Thomas Cook 7 Alpha Kilo, resume our navigation to right Nocken.
It's actually pretty hard to, to fly the plane, to communicate and to explain things to you. So we're descending to 7,000. Descending to 7,000 and leaving Dane, we'll turn to a heading of 250.
Golf India November, passing Macfield South BRP.
Golf Sierra Whiskey India November, roger, my services terminate, Squawk 7000 and free call en route, bye-bye.
Terminate. Service terminate, Squawk 7000.
We're heading 250.
Service Golf India November.
The next person to contact after this will be Tower. So Tower frequency is 118.625. 118.625. That's Manchester Tower.
Radar, good afternoon, Mariner 5.
Also, I think it's a good idea to open the chart for Manchester.
Runway 5 Papa Lima Manchester radar, hello. Mersey 2 Bravo, arrival vectoring Islet approach, runway 05 right. Information India current, report aircraft type.
Mersey 2 Bravo, vectors flight, 05 right, information India and aircraft type is Boeing 737-800.
Thomas Cook 7 Alpha Kilo, nothing further, Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
122.8 from Thomas Cook 7 Alpha Kilo.
Speedbird 38628, track miles to touchdown, descend to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1022.
Descend to 5,000 feet, QNH 1022, Speedbird 386.
EV883, turn left heading 240.
So we can descend to 5,000.
Left 240, down to 6,000, easy there, sorry.
Prepare for landing.
105 Papa Lima, thanks, descend flight level 120.